Alrighty, today is the team call for January 18th. Kind of just an open forum. We were talking about this in one of our smaller groups about free groups, and just kind of wanted to open the floor and see, number one, who's running a free group, and how you're kind of running it, who you allow in, who you kick out, if you kick anybody out, themes you have for free groups, if you're not doing a free group, like what's holding you back. I know Jocelyn was really interested in this, so I was going to have her kind of take lead of questions and answers or whatever she wanted to find out more about. If anybody else wants to jump in and share or get involved in a free group, because they're really excellent tools to use as a newer coach to like buddy up with somebody else and run free groups together. They don't have to be Beachbody related, like you said, free, so it's a really good way to ease people into showcasing why they want to work with you. You know, you can show them what you offer them for free, and so they're going to see like value, and then they're going to be like, oh wow, if she gives this away for free, then what is she going to give away when I pay, and things like that. So they're really awesome tools, but as we can find out, some of them are really get to be pain in the butts to run and manage sometimes. So if anybody had any tips or tricks or wanted to like take over with talking on free groups, now's the chance.
Yeah, and that's actually like, I think like I've been struggling with it. Like I'm doing my last free group was probably my best one, because I just did it completely different. We did clean week, and so that gave me a chance to, rather than just using the 3 questions of here, ask to join and I'll get info from you here, everybody had to talk to me, because in order to do clean week you have to sign up. I was able to get all their goals and really know who they were, and the whole when do you introduce Beachbody was already over because they knew about it before they went into the free group. So it just really opened up a lot of dialogue, and we had some great, I mean, people really participated and it went really well. But is really like, I'm curious, like, do you guys just, like, I've tended to do my free groups and then stop them and then do another free group and stop it and then have the ongoing paid group. But that's the one that I'm really struggling with. So I'm just curious how you guys manage it when you talk about keeping people in. Do you keep your free groups going? Do you have an ongoing free group and an ongoing paid group, or how are you guys managing that? Because honestly, time-wise, I'm struggling with that too. Like I'll put a lot into my free group, and it's like, oh yeah, I've got this group over here. But they're not participating anyway. So
I run my free group the second week of every month, and I just switch up the theme. So I do my free group the second week, and then I do my coach sneak peek the third week. But so I skipped a couple months like in the fourth quarter because I felt like everybody was just really busy. No one really cared anyways. But what I did for this month was I did a poll at the beginning of the month, and I just said, I gave 4 options. Like, do you want abs? Do you want booty? Do you want arms? Do you want diet? And diet and abs were tied. So right now I have clean eating and abs group going on. So I go live in there every morning. I give them 2 ab exercises, tell them how many rounds and reps I want them to do. And then the meal plan I created is straight from Clean Week. I just took it and gave them a meal plan off of it, built them a grocery list. And then what I did, I didn't used to do this. I listened to a call last year, and I don't remember who did it. I think it was a Bombshell call. But she said what she had done was she keeps all the people in the free group, and then she just changes the name of it. She never starts new ones. And so I started doing that, and that's actually really, really awesome. So what I do is I just keep all the people in there, and then like 3 or 4 days before the new group's about to start, I'll make a post in there. This group's about to transform into blah, blah, blah. If you want to stay, you know, you're welcome to stay. If you want to leave, no hard feelings, you can leave. And so the group's just gotten bigger. I think we have almost 300 people in there now, because it's me and like some of my coaches too. So, and you know, some people are going to always just be part of the free group, and that's okay. But we just try to change the theme, and then, you know, and my big thing, I think that changed the cadence with mine was going live in them every day because it made me feel connected to them versus just, I can put information, schedule posts, and then never go in there again. It makes me feel connected with whoever's in there. And then I have people, they can add their friends. I always make a post in there. You can add your friends, message me, so I know who it was that you added. Because I've noticed like there's Facebook users that just search out groups and they just request to join, like our PD group. Like there's been some weird people from like Bahrain that have asked to join our PD group. I'm like, no. So I always make sure that they message me if they add a friend, and that way I know to approve them. But yeah, this last few have gone really well. The interaction's really, really good. I asked a question there yesterday about how people are liking the meal plan and the workouts, and 2 people posted that they've lost 3 or 4 pounds this week. Like, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that was a bombshell call with the free group. I can't remember because I
think it was Jessica Pasola. I feel like it was Jessica.
It might have been. It was one of them because I did the same thing, probably around the same time. I used to have free groups and like alternate them. And now I have one big giant free group, and I'll just change the banner and change the theme. And I'll go in and be like, hey guys, this group is like, I did the Instant Pot group. Half of my people that wanted to be in Instant Pot were already in the free group. And I was like, do you all guys want me to make a new group just for that? Because I've been doing a lot of workout stuff in my free group. Or I was like, do you guys want me to keep it? And like, you guys could not have to join another group. And they're like, keep it here. And I was like, cool. So I have one big giant free group. I don't kick anybody out unless they're assholes. Then they go. There's no negativity in my group, and they are free to come and go and add people as they want to in my free groups. I do kind of neglect them every now and then because they get a little silent. But as soon as like last month, I did 30-day workouts where I just scheduled the whole month of workouts. Like they got a post in the morning. It's 5 minutes or less workouts, and they just cranked them out. And I had some really awesome people doing those. So they show up, and some of them hang out in the woodwork and do nothing, and some of them are habitually free group people. But if I always have a challenge group going that's paid, I'll post in there and see if anyone wants to convert over. If I have really good challengers, I'll talk to them, or free group challengers, I'll talk to them and be like, hey, I have this paid group, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I don't kick anybody out. I just roll up the themes. And then I think I have like over 100 and something people in there now. So they just kind of, everyone adds their friends. And all these people post, and I'm like, who the hell are you? Somebody from somebody's friend circle that they added in. I'm like, all right, this girl's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what I do with my free groups. But negative people get out, and then they're free to remove themselves if they feel the need, if they don't like the group anymore.
Yep. Yeah, some of my people get confused. Like, you guys know Inez from our 80-day obsession group. She's like a rock star anyways, but she's always in my free group. So like, she messaged me yesterday, am I supposed to do all those ab exercises too? I said, that was not intended for 80-day obsession people. I was like, if you want to, that's who you are. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if you wanted to do that, but I'm not expecting you to.
Yeah. Who has the challenger that's doing another thing of abs in 80
Me, because they're both over there, Inez and Jenny.
Wow.
Yeah. It's only 2 moves, and it's like 8 reps of 2 moves 3 times through. So it's not like it's, but it still takes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And what I've been doing is stealing moves from the ab section from Insanity Live.
Yeah.
Just doing it.
I steal moves all the time. I'm like, this one works. As long as I don't have to explain them. I'm like, I'm not explaining the scrap. I was like, this one will just go right here.
I used to like go on Pinterest and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I have Insanity Live. There's a whole ab section in there with 4 different moves. Like, and I have like 14 rounds now. I'll just steal moves from there.
I still go to Pinterest because I need pictures sometimes when I do have to explain things. Like, I made them do like this glute ham bridge, and they were all like, what's a glute ham bridge? I'm like, come on, people, it's just bridges.
That's why I go live every morning.
Yeah, see, I'm not doing that.
I go live for like 5 minutes because I'll demo the moves once and then bye. Let me know if you have questions.
Yeah, I know.
I think everybody just has to find their flow. And, it's fun to buddy. I think the big thing with free groups, especially with newer coaches, is like, it's almost like a given, like a gold mine. You should be doing free groups of some sort as a new coach. Not only does it make you more comfortable with running a group, but it builds credibility for you as a coach, and it actually expands your network, because if people are adding their friends in, if you interact, make sure you're interacting with those people when they come in. And then when you do send them a friend request at the end of the group, they're not going to think anything of it. You've been interacting with them all week long. So now you have, your market's growing every single month when you run a free group. And as long as you're using your social media properly and you're talking about your challenge groups and what you're doing, those people are going to be exposed to what you're doing. So I think it was Anita Myron. She said she built her network off of free groups when she first became a coach. So it's people, they can't really complain because it's free. Right. And they're not expecting too much because it's free, but if you over deliver, like Kim said, it's a really great thing.
It can be. And then you'll have your habitual, like, I only want to do everything that's free. Like, they might be rock stars, but they only want to do it because it's free. They're going to do it, and they're going to be amazing, and you're going to be like, damn it, they need to be a coach or a challenger, and they're just like, no. So then you're kind of like, I think there's someone who does with their habitual free groupers is that they make them bring other people. They make them sign up like 2 more people or bring 2 free people to the free group in order to participate. But I think the way you have to police that is if you actually like close out your group and then reopen a new one, because you can just, I don't know, keep constantly kicking the same person out. But
yeah. I've been curious about running because, Stephanie Kathman, she runs her free groups in the app, which I think it's cool. Like if people don't know the difference, it's actually because you can track what people are doing, which is really helpful. They have to log their workouts. I don't know what it is. I think the app is such a great tool. I just can't, I don't like it. So I have a hard time selling it because I'm like, oh, it's just another place to manage. Like I don't have time to like be posting in 400 different places. But
yeah,
she's had really great success running her free groups in there.
I just can't. And then I've polled people. I've been like, okay, challenge group, this is what we're going to do. Who wants to go there? And they're all like Facebook. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and there's some people that love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my challengers, she loves the app because she likes to track her measurements and weight and stuff in there. And so I just have one open. I opened it from January 1st through December 31st. Yeah, and I invited everybody in there who wants to be in there. And we don't actually post in there. I said, but if you guys want to use it, to track your stuff, feel free. Because it is a good place to track weight measurements. And it'll show you your change over time and graph it for you. So it's definitely helpful for that. So I was like, even if you don't actually use it, for interaction purposes, like if you just want to use it, to post your stuff to track where you're headed or whatever. Because she loves it. She's like, where's the app? And I'm like, oh gosh, you actually use that?
Yeah. Good. Well, that's like, what did they try to do? They tried to do like some kind of body board or something. Like they wanted some kind of social board, and it was like that died really quick. I was like, nobody wants to play on an app for Beachbody. Sorry.
Yeah. I think people are just limited on space.
Yeah. I mean, you can be on Facebook and like in your group and then searching other stuff, So like, if you're on an app, you're like literally just doing that. And so it's like,
yeah. Which some people actually like that aspect and some don't like that aspect.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever run a free group on the app. But yeah. Jasmine, what about you guys? Do you and Furman run groups together for free groups, or do you guys do separate?
I was just about to say I've done both, and surprisingly, because I'm not a big fan of the app, but I get more traction for the free groups in the app, which I'm like, oh my god, because I don't know, with Facebook, like I agree, like you get to do a lot more. And I like the interaction better on Facebook, but for some odd reason, lately my free groups on the app are great. And I feel bad because I don't like it. I don't. It's just, like personal preference. Recently I did like a week one, and they did awesome. And then I also did the 5-day yoga one on the app, and that was pretty cool. But I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I agree. I prefer the Facebook. I think Furman actually prefers the app, and whenever we combine, I'm always like, But it is a great tracker. It really is.
It is.
Especially if we're doing prizes, like that's kind of like the best way to track. So
true.
yeah, instead of having to scroll. Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh my God, that'd be so much easier. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, Furman's doing good in the 80-day obsession group. He's like the first on the board to post every friggin' morning.
I know. Furman, what time do you work out in the mornings?
4.
Yeah, he works out at 4. I know. Did you hear that? I'm like, no way.
I think we have so many East Coast people in that group too. So by the time I wake up, there's like 20 messages and I'm like, son of a bitch. I was like, what are these people doing? I was like, oh my God, everybody's worked out already. And I've literally just put pants on.
Yeah. I know. Because he's my alarm clock. So whenever he's done, he wakes me up. I'm like, okay. So it's kind of a good. Now, what are you doing?
Me? No, I'm just lifting, and then like tomorrow, like we're an off day because I have my competition next Saturday, so I've been training for that, and then so tomorrow I'll actually probably do whatever the 80-day group is for tomorrow, because I don't have a lift tomorrow. So, and then I played with it Monday or Tuesday. I did like one round of the workouts. So I'm playing with it when I have the light days when I'm not doing heavy lifts. But today we did like 60 deadlifts, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And I have some people. So my challengers like to ghost. Like everybody else's challengers are always like, look at me. This is what I'm eating. This is what I'm doing. Yeah. And my challengers are like hanging back, like scrolling. They're like, I have to check on them. Like, are you alive? Are you doing this? They're like, yeah, we're doing it. And I'm like, yeah, why can't you just post?
Yeah, I'm proud of our 80-day group. The energy in there is awesome.
Well, it'd be great if my people were in there. My people are in there just ghosting. They're doing it, but they're just like, no, we're not going to tell anybody. And I'm like, you guys would do so much better. Like, share the love, people. I get all the introverts that are true introverts. They're like, not even social media can pull them out. They're like, no. But yeah, the 80-day group is crazy. You guys are all insane. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't have like a ding when my Facebook goes off, because I would be awake all day.
It's been really cool.
It has. There's been really good questions that I've tried to answer to my best of the ability.
Yeah, no, you guys are doing a great job. I'm really glad you put that together and had all this to do it.
I've been stealing a lot of stuff out of the Big Coach group. Like if I see someone post a really good engaging question, or Autumn will put like that pick a piece of clothing thing that came from Autumn's live video that she did. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. To keep because that's the thing. I'm like, okay, this is 80 days.
Yeah.
This is a long time. Like we have to.
Now you're going to have to keep this up for 80 days. Like you have to keep your like enthusiasm, and you're posting.
Yeah. Yeah.
No problem.
But I am pretty excited. It sounds like people are already dropping pounds, which is insane.
Well, when you go from a shit diet to clean, you're going to drop a lot of weight.
Yeah. Water weight, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a matter of keeping them motivated when they don't lose a crap ton anymore.
Yep.
Because it's going to get to a point where you lose like a quarter of a pound and you're like, oh.
So I'm kind of glad we do the phasing, because I think it's going to taper. Like each phase is 6 weeks. I kind of wish it was 4, to be honest. 4 is usually better to kick into the next like step for your body, but hopefully it doesn't taper off too much in that last week or 2. But I think it'll be good to go into to phase 2, because then you get the refeed days. The workouts I heard from a couple people that were in the test group, are cray. If we think they're cray now, wait until phase 2. I'm like, oh, fantastic. So I think it's good the way she designed it, so that your body isn't gonna really be able to adapt much at all. And I think that's probably been my biggest, like I love Beachbody programs. They're clearly effective. They work, but probably the only complaint that I have is that, you're repeating, the workout. So your body, number one, can adjust if you're not choosing to push yourself harder, and you can get a little bit bored sometimes depending on the length of the program. So I think with this one, it's really cool because every single workout literally is different. Like there's not one that's the same. So I think that'll be good not only for keeping us engaged, but keeping our body guessing. She did a great job with this program. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, she really did. And she's really not annoying.
No, shocking.
Annoying.
Shocking.
Still
She's actually
annoying.
pretty engaging.
Still big boobs McGee and annoying.
Oh yeah, she's got her nice little rat going on. I'm wondering if she's going to be in Mexico because it said there's 2 workouts with the trainers. I'm like, I know Sean's not going to be there because he's doing T for Transformation tour. He's not going to be down there, but I'm hoping
she'll be there.
Chris and Autumn will be down there.
Oh yeah, just find the ginormous boobs and there you go.
I know Gina's like, I really want to get my brother-in-law to do one of these programs. She's like, but because they're like really devout Christians. She's like, my sister-in-law would have a cow if I put him on that DVD and he stared at those boobs for 30 minutes.
Yeah, because you can't miss them. Like,
no.
He's like, check these out. Like, go wander off to get some bands.
I mean, I admire them because they're quite pretty, but
Well, if you
I
pay
can't
for them,
ignore
they
them.
better be pretty. They're not au naturel boobs.
No.
Anywho, free groups.
Free groups about the best push-up bras or sports bras.
Yeah. Or just
I think too that's the thing with free groups. Get creative. They don't always have to be fitness or diet or food or whatever. Like you can do a PD free group, a Bible study free group if that's your thing, snacks for kids free group, like activities for kids free group. Like there's so many different options to do. We get stuck in this health and wellness bubble sometimes. Like I'm super guilty of that. Like I have a hard time thinking outside of that bubble because that's what I love in life. Like that's what I loved in life before Beachbody. That's what I still love in life now. So it's hard to think outside that bubble, but there's so many different things we can do. Organization, kitchen hacks, like it's just so many things. Just got to get creative.
Yeah. My Instant Pot one was decent, but I had a lot of ghosters on that one too that just really wanted to be there to pay attention and not like actually do anything.
Get the recipes and that's it.
Yeah, they just were there to collect and that was it. And I was like, well, that's great because I don't have any recipes because I'm brand new to this Instant Pot. So I was hoping on everybody else to talk more. But it went well with my few that are really good at Instant Pots. They were talkative and chatting and sharing and people were liking. So they were ghosting and liking. So that was nice. But yeah, most of mine are fitness related. But I need to do a declutter one in all honesty.
Amen.
Need to be in your declutter one.
Word.
Yeah, I need someone to declutter my house and then put me in the group. And be like, This is a group for me, for you guys to support me while I declutter. Like, I don't give a crap about you guys, but we're going to declutter now. My house. I'm just so, I don't know. I'm not hoarder. Like, I'm not collecting, like, paper plates and stuff. But, like, I don't want to throw things away because I'm like, something could be useful or someone might need this. They can donate this. And Danny's like, it's an eraser. And I'm like, but it's an eraser. Like, it has a purpose. He's like, throw it away. I'm like, but it's an eraser.
I'm going to use it at some point or someone else will.
Use it. That's my thing. It's like, I'm not going to use it, but like someone can use it. So it's got to go in this donation box. It's never going to go anywhere.
Because I'm always like, oh, the landfills are so full. Like, I don't want to make them worse.
No, that's what I am. Since our recycling privileges has been gone, like I have to go and like take my recycling now everywhere because we lost our bin. Well, we didn't lose it. They stole it. They took it because Danny put wood in it and apparently you can't recycle wood.
They just took your bin. They like restricted you from recycling.
Yes. So one day we came home and there was no bin and we're like, where's our recycling bin? And we were like, is that our bin? I think that's our neighbor's bin. Those neighbors don't have a bin, so that's what over there. We're like, where the hell's our recycling bin? And then Danny
That's
called,
funny.
and lo and behold, they took it back because we put wood in it. And we're
They
like,
punished you.
how are we supposed to know you can't recycle wood?
It's like being grounded by the city. That's funny.
Yeah, so it's a year. We're banned for a year.
Get grounded for a year.
I give
For
you
What?
I give you
Soup
recycling in
Nazi
October.
That's hilarious.
You know, that sounds like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
right?
right. No soup for
No
you.
recycling for you.
I know, no recycling. So I'm still collecting recycling, but I have to go take it over to like the volunteer fire station where they have like these 6 bins where you can just throw whatever the hell you want in it, which is kind of nice.
Do you throw wood in there?
You can throw whatever you want, like not whatever, but like everything that's supposed to be recycling. We haven't thrown wood in there, but we thought about it.
I can
Nice.
see them with cameras banning you from that station as
There
well.
are no cameras, and also I know where another station is in case I get banned from that one.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying.
Oh, God.
I
Can you
didn't lose my recycling privileges. I am a good little Earth child.
wait? Can you appeal your ban?
No,
Can
because
you-
apparently recycling is a free service, so therefore I wasn't paying for it, and I just
A privilege, not a right.
yeah. So they're like, you can get your services back in a year. I'm like, a year for one piece of wood? There's not like levels of bandom.
Like 24 hours in Facebook jail versus 72. Like I don't have tears here. Like
It's not like I put like styrofoam in there like a dumbass. I put wood. Danny put wood, not me. Danny put wood.
hysterical.
Yeah.
I mean, the lawyer in me is screaming, surely there is someone you can call. Surely there's a way to undo.
Fight this.
I know.
This
Well,
cannot. I mean, it's a piece of wood. Come on.
you want to take my case? You want to take
Do you
it?
need me to write your appeal up for you really quick? Hang on.
Oh my God.
Help me get recycling back. I'm a good Earth.
Yeah. I can write a demand letter for you.
Oh wow.
So on that note, you can make a recycling free group.
Actually, that might be a good one.
How not to get banned.
I'll do an angry letter free group.
Yeah. Who needs an angry letter?
Know your
Buddy.
rights group. That would actually probably be a good one these days in this political climate.
No, it's true. Know your rights.
What do you do when you get pulled over? What don't you do when you get pulled over?
Yeah.
What can you do when you get pulled over?
Here's what you don't do. Speak. Don't speak
Just
at all. Just hand your license and be silent.
Goodness.
What are some like free groups that you guys have tried that have like failed completely that you thought would be amazing? Anyone have one?
Yes. Girl, oh my gosh. So I had this idea. It was sort of like a personal development type of thing, and it was like a mindful challenge to where it's just all about positive energy, because I needed it in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it completely flopped. And I was like I thought it was the best thing ever because I don't know, it was outside of my box, and it just, I mean, people were in it and they were so excited, and then like nobody shared anything. And I was like, oh my God. And then they were actually like, well, what's the workout for the day? I'm like, there's no workout. There's no workout. We're reading and we're doing this. And they're like,
We are exercising our brains today, people.
Right. We're working on our spirit.
yeah. And I mean, I put everything like, this is what this group is all about. We're going to share and experiences, and they're just like, okay, so what are we going to do physically, like working out? I don't know. So that was not good. I don't know. And I guess because we're coaches, they're expecting like a workout type of challenge. And so trying to venture out to do something different, it is kind of hard.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you could have done like a 5-minute, like, I don't know, like a pose or two or something to like.
We added it towards the end because they're like, okay, let's do it. And then nobody did it. Nobody did a freaking pose. And I was like, okay, this is a waste. Like, oh my gosh, it was was horrible. Luckily, it was only like 7 days, I think. So
I think it's one of those things too, like some group, you could literally run the same thing and one time it'll flop hardcore and you'll have like 8 that'll be rock star groups. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just, it happens, it happens.
I don't know.
Last year was so rough for me in my business, like with recruiting coaches and recruiting challengers and all this stuff. And honestly, I ran some free groups just because I needed it. Like I needed to feel like I was impacting someone and that I was giving someone some value and that I was connecting with people. I was doing it for myself. Like, I'm just like, I need to feel connected to my business right now. And whether it's translating into something in my pocket or not, I don't even care. At this point, I just want to help people and give them some value. So half of my groups last year were for me. I hope they got something out of it, but I'm just like, I need this to remind myself, like, I do have a message to share with the world and they're going to get it, whether they like it or not. So it does kind of help you too, to engage. Like if you feel just kind of disconnected from your business, it's another really great way to just kind of spark your own interest again and feel connected.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think a personal development would go well in my group of free group people. Some of them might, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't think all of them. I think they'd all be like, no, thank you. I don't know if a positive, I don't know. I haven't tried that. Although now with Jasmine, I'm like, I don't know if I have the for that. If people are just going to be like, no.
Yeah, it was just weird because it had a lot of like, yes, I need this in my life. And I'm like, where are you? Day 4, I mean,
watching.
Yeah, like we kept the schedule. We didn't break the schedule. We continued on doing whatever we needed to do. But it was more exciting before it started, and then it was just like crickets. And I was like, awesome.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep momentum. Like when everyone's excited and you're like, yeah, and then when you get in there and people are like, ghost, and you're like,
yep.
I see that like 23 people saw this. It's like, I could see you all saw this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my thing tells me when you see stuff. Don't pretend you didn't see this. I can't stand being in groups where they don't have that turned on, where you can see who saw posts. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Like, turn that feature on. It's brilliant.
Oh, what is Ethan playing it? Oh.
I'm like, it's nighttime. Close it.
I'm like, he's wired for... Yeah. He needs to go to bed.
He does. He gets crazy. He gets a crazy burst before he like falls out right from him. So it's coming soon.
So soon he's gonna be like splattered on the ground, just passed out.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Have you done any like new mom or like kid food groups or anything lately, Jazz? I haven't seen anything.
I have not. I know once I got clearance to work out, I did like this free mom group, and that actually did really well. I haven't done. I played with the idea of a toddler food thing, but I still need to figure out how I want to do that. I don't know. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Like the most recent one I did was like a kickstart for the year, and that went really well. It was with the clean week.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it. I don't actually have an ongoing one, which I played with the idea of doing an ongoing one, but I don't know. It kind of seems, for me, it kind of seems like it's just another like a coach group. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's something else you need to keep up with, and you can't just dump them in there and then never talk to them again until you want to do a free group. So you have to kind of
But when you guys started talking about it more, I'm here thinking, well, I wonder with the coach group not the coach group, I don't even know what the hell you call that. What do you call that?
Paid group?
Yeah, like my fitness group. Duh. I wonder if I should start doing some free groups and just keeping it in there without having to create another page. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was a bombshell call.
It was a bombshell call.
And she was like, it was the greatest place because you just stuck all the, you put everyone in, anyone who was interested, you threw them in the free group. And then, they got to do whatever they wanted. They stayed in, they left or whatever. And as they saw all the value you added with all the new people, like it was just a holding place, like for hopefully that you wanted to eventually move them to a paid group. So that way they can all kind of stay involved and all do, you don't remove them, so they're stuck in there. So if you keep doing abs and then you do booty and then you do arms, like they're stuck in there.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up converting it into like an ongoing free challenge thingy because I've got
so much time
people in there. Yeah, so that way I won't have to create another thing. So I remember one time I had 5 groups. I was like, this is too much. Like this is so
yeah. I noticed too the people that are like in there, they get really excited now that we've done it. Now we've cycled through probably 4 or 5 times now. Like they'll get excited when they see the banner change. Like I'll get like 40 likes on the banner changing because they know like a new thing is about to come. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they get excited, and that's all you do is you just change the banner, and then instead of having now like 4 different groups where you like have a holding person in there so you can like make changes to it.
Yes.
The one group, and you just change the description and change the banner, and then let them know they can add people or remove themselves or whatever they want to do.
And what I did with the last 2, because I noticed when I first started doing it, because we had so many participants, like anybody could post. And what I do is I delete all the posts too before the next one starts. And it got to be so overwhelming to try to go through and delete all the posts. So what I did too was I turned off anybody being able to post. And so now when I make my post in the morning, like when I do my ab video or whatever, I'll tell them they can comment below with a picture of them doing it or that kind of thing. So that way it's not so overwhelming for me when I go back through before the next one starts and delete all the posts. It's just my own stuff or the other admins that are in there. I just delete their stuff instead of 300 people's posts because that was crazy. It took so long. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never doing this again. Like this took me like an hour and a half to delete all these stupid posts.
I think I've gotten to the point where I don't delete posts anymore. I'm just like, F it. Like they can just see what happened before if they feel like scrolling back far enough.
I'm just
like,
OCD.
Fill it up with like I changed the description, I changed the name, so that's all makes those little notifications in there. So try to fill all that before they can see.
We're gonna head out, guys.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
All right, good night.
Night, guys. Night, Ethan. Night, Ethan.
He's like, it's bedtime.
I know. He's like,
There he is.
Good night, guys.
Night. It's like everybody waving to a small child at 9 o'clock.
I know. He's like, okay.
Oh.
So, Adrian, you bought your ticket to Summit?
Not yet.
Buy your ticket to Summit.
All right.
Expecting nothing less.
Yeah, you can come.
Your husband's not even here, so
not even far away either.
Yeah,
I can drive.
No excuses.
Ooh, you can drive, and then you can come stay in our Airbnb and drive us around. Yes.
This is the first one I'm not driving to, and I'm like, dang it, it's been nice to have a car.
I know. I'm not driving either. I'm like, God, what am I supposed to do?
Well, good thing I live in Columbus, Ohio.
You're close to Chris's gym, I think.
Yeah, Akron's not that far. Akron's like an hour and a half.
Could totally hit him up one day. Be like, yeah, what up? He does a coach workout on Saturdays.
Yep.
In Akron, yeah.
At his club.
I have a couple cases in Akron that I go to sometimes too. So.
Really?
Yep. Sometimes we have to stay over. So one of these days when we do that, I'm going to go to his morning class.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you need to get your Summit ticket.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's so awesome. It's so exhausting, but it's so awesome.
It's awesome.
Exhausting is par for
Your
the
life,
course.
right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a day if it weren't an exhausting one.
Like butt crack of dawn, waking up, and then all day, and then butt crack of like lateness sleeping.
I don't know if Autumn would like that. She might bring her boobs over to the house and yell at you.
Some people might be excited about that.
Pop them.
No, yeah, I really hope you're planning on coming though.
Yeah, you need to. It'd be fun.
I have seriously considered it, but not but. I don't mean but. No but. I just haven't bought my ticket yet. I will before the end of the month when the price goes.
Yes.
Because I found a really awesome Airbnb that's very close to where we need to be. I think it was less than 5 miles, wasn't it? It was or less than 4 miles. It was close. That was the one I sent you, Kim, and it was 8 people. Now Kim is a brat and she says she won't double with people, but we basically just have to double bed. You know, they're queen beds, so I mean personally
King size bed.
it doesn't bother me. As long as I'm not sleeping with a dude. Like last year I slept with Adeline and Gina slept on the couch because she's the short one. So, but it was nice, and it was less than if we got 8 people.